Alright, so it's well, pretty much Wednesday, but it's like Thursday, morning or whatever. But anyhow, I got a lot of the wiring and stuff on it. Got the injectors and stuff installed. I lost this thing right here, that little push rod, so I just stuck a bolt in there so I could, that this piston doesn't pop out. But got oil in it, got it cranking over and stuff. I was just using the jump box for that. But yeah, I got it to fire on starting fluid, basically just because as I came back here, I was like, oh shit, turn the key, can't hear a fuel pump. I come back here and I'm like, oh shit, let's take a peek in here. No fuel pump, down there. No fuel pump. There's supposed to be one on the ring. So anyhow, and I don't have the cover. There's like a metal cover that supposed to secure that down. So I got to get one of those. This O-ring right there is all shitty. So got to do that. I still need to figure out my whole seat situation. I'd like to get the OEM ones, but they're stupid expensive. They're like $1,250 for a set of like front and rear, which I don't really want to do that right now. So but yeah, I got it over here. I'm gonna start putting some of the interior and stuff back together. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the junkyard. There's a Lancer there, and it has a AC compressor, or not AC compressor, AC condenser. So I'm gonna get that condenser out of that and then put the radiator and stuff in. I had to order a turbo drain line, because that fitting right there, that's a different fitting than any of the ones that I had or the ones that you could order. So I had to order one of those, and then I have to order a battery too. Expensive little battery. These are like $125 for those little Odysseys that I hope will start it. So it'll be summer primarily, but yeah, it's coming together. So I got that line, and then by the time I get all the other stuff, it should be like Saturday. So hopefully Sunday, I could actually get it fired up and kind of messing with it a little bit. So hopefully I have everything by then. The other one's always on. Yeah, so I'm just installing all the lines and shit on the turbo. I'm trying to get everything installed off the car.
Why didn't you clean this engine bay before you fucking put the motor in there?
Boy. What do you mean?
Why didn't you clean it?
It's gonna be alright when that dirty engine bay fucks up your shit, Blake.
I don't give a fuck.
Fucking Beamer.
This thing will probably fucking break.
Says who? Why does it not fucking break?
It has stars on it.
It has stars on it?
Yeah, and it's a built fucking 2-liter.
What do you mean stars?
I think
Mitsubishi.
diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
You don't even know if your transmission even works. What if your transmission doesn't work? Or your diff?
Or the transfer case, or all the other expensive fucking shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then I'm gonna just be fucking really sad, Blake. And you're gonna help me.
What about your fucking jazz interior?
My seats and shit? Well, that's coming.
Mods list coming
Coming
soon.
soon, Blake.
Look at the flick of that wrist.
What the hell does this thing take? Like a fucking motorcycle battery or what?
Yeah.
Why?
I was gonna take the one off your car, Blake. Jesse, look at this. Look at this fucking.
You're making your own gasket.
No, that's the fucking gasket that comes with it.
No, you're making it. It's okay. Just kidding.
Alright, so this is kind of how I make like the and fitting line. Anyhow, right here you have the hose. Well, I had a big old long chunk of hose. But what I do is I wrap wrap it really tight with like electrical tape, and then I just get the the angle grinder right there, the little cutoff wheel, and you just go at it really slow, and it gives you a nice, pretty clean cut. And then you just kind of peel off the tape, or you could leave the tape in there. I'm going to peel that off, and then basically right here you have your and fitting, and you have the two pieces that kind of go together like that. So what you do, you take this end and you shove that in there. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but try to get it in there as far as you can, so you can see. You can see in there, but it's almost all the way through there, and then it's basically a compression fitting. So as soon as you push that in there and you start tightening that, and then usually I'll throw it right here in the vise. Sometimes if you don't want your and fittings to get all dinked looking, you'll use special and fitting wrenches, but this is just for the return line, and I'll just tighten it up just like that. So yeah, there's my oil drain. So I'm gonna stick that on, and then hopefully, probably made it too long, way too long. So yeah, now I gotta pull it back off and cut some out of it. I'll just cut it real slow. Alright, so I got it all installed. I had it was way too short, so I ended up having to cut it and make another one. So what I did is I screwed this on the bottom, screwed that on the top, and then I left the nuts off of it, and then I just measured what it was. It was like 3 5/8 inches or whatever. But so yeah, now it's on there. Everything's tight. Everything should be good to go. So I gotta put a different bolt in this thing. Put the downpipe and stuff on, and then dig with it a little bit more. Put the fuel pump in it, and then I should be able to fire this son of a bitch. So yeah, look at that. Some of it runs. So yeah, I think this is where it's kind of staying for tonight. I need to, I still need to hook up the heater core. Right there's a hole into the dash, and then right there's a hole into the dash. So can't hook up any of that crap. And I guess that hose is split. But yeah, so I need to put the heater core in, put the AC crap in. I got the AC compressor right there. I got this, the condenser and everything in there, the radiator and everything is right there. So it used to have an EGT gauge in it, so I'm going to get a little plug to plug that up with. I need to get another little, vacuum tee right there for that, or put that one in right there. I just got this battery kind of chilling in there right now. It has the small battery kit, but I don't have a small battery right now to put in it, so I figured this one would do. But yeah, I don't. I mean, it seems like it runs good. It idles good. I haven't really revved it too much or did anything like that. I want to get everything in and hooked up now that I know that it actually runs. I don't know what the ECU is tuned for, but you know, it seems like it idles pretty good, and it's not super rich when it's idling. And those are 1000cc injectors, so I'm assuming that it had something similar in it before. So but yeah, need to hook up these, you know, the water lines right there. You know, I got this little and to water line, that banjo bolt right there for the oil was leaking, and a few other little things. So yeah, I want to get AC, all that crap in, basically get the radiator hoses and everything in, you know, hook up the intercooler piping and all that, let it come up to operating temperature, you know, let it idle for like, you know, 10 minutes or so, and then go for an actual drive in it. And I guess that's one of the best ways to seat the rings, is kind of actually go for a drive, not be nice to it. So, you know, maybe try to beat it up a bit. But yeah, that's maybe, you know, something will happen tomorrow. And I have to put you know, tranny fluid, transfer case fluid. I gotta bleed this you know, that's the fluid. It's basically like a hydraulic actuated diff that controls where the power goes on it. But yeah, need to bleed all that crap and go from there. So I did. So I put the tranny fluid in. This expensive shit right there, and then the transfer case fluid. I filled the transfer case up through the bottom, through the drain hole with that little pump. But yeah, so that's full right now. I'm trying to bleed this whole ACD system or whatever. So I got some ATF in there. I'm going to start it again and kind of let the pump try to figure out what it's doing. So I'm going to go and start it real quick. So now I'm messing with, well, I got the, you know, like I said, I got the oil, tranny fluid, transfer case fluid, and basically what I did is I used this that brass thing right there. I hooked it up to that pump, and then I, you know, let everything drain out of here. This is actually the drain plug. Drained all that, you know, all this, some of this stuff that was in there, and went ahead and filled it up through the bottom. Put about a quart or so in there. Is what Jack's Transmissions, that's what they recommend. And then so when I had it on the lift, or you know, as it's on the lift, I went ahead and like, you know, kind of drove it, you know, went through a couple gears and stuff, let it kind of put the fluid where it needs to go, and then drain the rest out, and then that's, I guess, perfect fill level. But you can see this thing. This is that truck I traded the, you know, the 2JS14 for, and so I did a few little things to it. I ended up painting the bedside on it. It had a little bit of rust right there, so I fixed that. And color isn't perfect, but it works. And cleaned a few little things up. It had a shitty grill guard on it. You know, that's right there. But then cleaned the shit out of the interior. There was like, you know, 300 pounds of like grime all over this thing. But yeah, it's actually fairly clean now. But yeah, so happy the Evo, you know, is where it's at. So I'm gonna try to put the interior back in it. All right, so I got everything. Well, I got the dash pulled out, and got to install a bunch of random crap. So I gotta, well, not really a bunch of random crap. I gotta put the stupid heater core / AC box and the blower motor and all that crap. So the dash, you know, a lot of this, I mean, he didn't plug in barely anything when he took the remainder of the shit out. So what I kind of I'm assuming what he was going to do with the whole car was just basically just gut it, and then have, you know, no AC, no you know, no nothing, and just have a damn track car, which would have sucked. But yeah, so I'm putting it back together, you know, with the whole street car setup with, you know, AC and, you know, everything working. I want it to be like, you know, this thing was never apart, you know, is kind of the way I'm trying to put it back together. So it looks like you just took it, you know, an Evo, built it, made it a little bit more, you know, forged internals and upgraded some shit, and then just bam, stock Evo again, you know, or stock, you know, everything. So anyhow, this is kind of where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I got everything underneath all bolted in and kind of situated where it needs to go. One of the issues I ran into, you know, is I don't have a vent right here for this guy. And over here I do. And I have, you know, the back piece, but I don't have like the little line, you know, thing that's actually finishes it off in the front, make it look pretty on the dash. But so yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it for tonight. It's kind of early, so I'm gonna go home and smash this video up, you know, 'cause it's Monday. But if you guys are bored, I made a Motion Auto TV Snapchat, so you know, Motion Auto TV is the username on there, and I did a couple, you know, updates and stuff tonight. I posted on the Instagram for you know, I guess some of the people to see, but yeah, check that out. You know, I'll be just doing random car updates and stuff over the week, and it's a lot easier to, you know, snap a quick Snapchat and throw it in, you know, throw it on the story real quick, you know, than it is to, you know, try to attempt to take an Instagram picture. And I feel like I don't want to bombard Instagram, you know, or Facebook or any of that other crap with stupid pictures all day, but I'll definitely do it with Snapchat. But yeah, so that's where I'm leaving it, and you know, I don't know, I guess that's it.